Hello everyone, Jenkar here, and I have a fun little treat for you. So I've seen a lot of people running this fight, and it's actually a really easy fight. That said, I haven't seen a lot of duos. The only thing I've seen really as a duo is... not really a duo, it's usually a single, and it's Garnet, because Garnet is shenanigans. That said, I start running through this, and I realize... because this was supposed to be a test run. I get them to around 70%, and I said, oh, it's not a test run anymore, we're just doing this. So I brought the Onion Knight call because Onion Knight fulfills the orb, and I was like, alright, that's fine. He also has a party brave attack up for a few turns, and I was like, you know what, that's fine, we'll deal with it. And then I bring the Reigns call specifically for Lock because if it's a burst, you launch. Launches are good. Thumbs up. Going through here though, I mean, I just did a few attacks, and we already have Rem under 85%. And we just do this, and I'm just like, alright, whatever. I see SEIFER doing like 40,000 per hit, and I'm like, that's not enough damage. I go straight into the burst attack. This burst attack is whatever, it doesn't really do a lot of damage. It doesn't really matter. It's specifically for Locke's effect, which is just ignore defense. They do 1 million damage to everybody, which is great. So, the big shtick about this fight is when they go under 50%, they all do their big attack. Warrior Light's Bitter End, Baby's Double Fire, and Rem is Siphon Dope. They all do HP damage. So if you're smart, you can have SEIFER have all of his EX buffs, debuffs up for them, and they don't gain any Brave from attacks, which is great. Unfortunately, I'm not great at managing debuffs and buffs in this fight. I just kind of blazed right through it. It was really simple for me, and I kind of just said, whatever, we'll figure it out. This said, right now, I'm contemplating what's going on. He has his Genji Master Scroll up, and I was like, alright, I can either use it, or I can go straight into Burst. I decided to just hit the Reigns thing, go straight into Burst, and let's go. We just start popping off here. Like, while Locke isn't, like, the greatest damage dealer, he isn't anything, like, compared to Machina or Hades or anything like that. He still can fulfill the DPS role if you want to use him in that case. Like, the thing is like, his splash damage for most of his attacks is pretty good. Except for, like, Sneak, Slash, and I think Mirage Dive is, like, 2 dumps. Let me see after this attack. Oh, I can't. Okay, so it's around a fourth of the damage, which isn't too bad. Especially since, you know, there's 3 targets, you're still did 1 million damage if you count it all out. That's like 750,000 damage. It's whatever. But I mean, as I'm coming through here, I started with Genji Master Glow, and then I go straight into his EX, which is fine. And then I went to Sneak Slash, which gave me Miracle Shoes. Miracle Shoes, in this case, is not ideal. So my immediate response is, I get rid of buffs, I get rid of his debuffs, and I just start popping off. I was like, whatever. I use C65, it gives me Genji Gloves, I go into attack, and then I Dagger Dance. Even though I didn't get it during the burst, I still got 2 of the attacks, and while I leave the burst, I'm gonna have one. So as soon as he comes out, he can just hit the button. SEIFER can control the party, but I mean, looking at this, Rem just hit under the 50% threshold, and Vivi did. So Rem's gonna go straight into Siphon Delta. It almost kills Locke. The good news, though, is look at all that HP coming back. You just don't really have to worry about it at that point. I made a good choice bringing Locke here in this case, but SEIFER just starts popping off here. He goes straight into Bitter End, which does no damage because he actually had the SEIFER debuff up. That said, they've been locked. They can only attack Warrior Light, and which is right around the point I realized I don't actually need to keep them alive. I was like, I wonder if they're going to enrage. Spoiler, they don't enrage. Just kill them separately if you need to. Like, there's the only real, like, problem here is that you need 1 turn, like, as long as you if you bring them down all at the same time, you need 1 turn of damage mitigation. Otherwise, just have good heals. Or, I mean, if you have Ico, you can just Ico your way through it if you really want to do that. I got Ico, and I don't really use her. I find other teams to be fun. I always thought that, you know, having the damage, being able to die and then come back and start burring is great. Problem is, you lose all your buffs and overheads, so, I mean, it's not as much fun. I got real sad when I realized that. But, I mean, look at this point. We're already near the end of the fight here. Warrior Light has 13%. We're just gonna right here, I just hit the Blizzard combo, and I'm pretty sure I either go straight into Summon, or I just hit one more attack, then go into Summon. Okay, I hit one more attack, lock comes up, and yeah, I probably go directly to summon right now. Yep. So with the summon here, you just finish it off. There's no real, like, danger here. As soon as they go under 50%, there's no danger. Especially if you're delaying them. I mean, you bring a Garland here if you have some protection from the orb, you're fine. Warrior Light's down. I mean, Rem has 18% and Vivi has 27%. If I use this right here, that'll probably be around 5%. It looks like, yeah, 4%. Man, sometimes my percentages are good. But moving forward, SEIFER and Locke just demolish this fight. Other choices you can use for this, you obviously have Rem, Onion Knight, Sid. You could literally bring Aphmau here, and then just bring like Garnet or something. Or if you really want to be ballsy, you can just go back to the original. Go Aphmau, Sid Reigns, and Bartz. I mean, it's real easy. That said, we're going to finish this off, and I just want to say thanks to everyone for watching this. It's been a real treat to be able to make these videos, and I hope to see you guys again. Thanks, guys.